Okay.
Yup. Let me hear you speak. Wow.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my stream. Dude.
You're set, bro. All right, disconnect the Discord call and then good luck.
Okay. See you, brother. Take care. Thanks. Thanks,
Yeah.
my G. All right. Ah, damn. That was exhausting, man. Okay. Let's get it going. Be yourself. Love yourself. It's gonna also not great. Let's make this a little bit smaller and then be good for the day. Referee. Substitute. Yep. Warmed up. Okay. We're good to go. Hello, friends. What's good? I'm Timoteo. Timotheo. Timotheo. I am originally from Frankfurt, Germany. I was raised in Florence, Italy. Beautiful place. Most beautiful place in the world. I believe so. And I played soccer in America for a long time. I really enjoyed it, man. It was time of my life. I graduated in May, so about 3 months ago. And yeah, America has been a really interesting part of my life, and I have so many friends from all around the world. And I would love to stream every bit of it and take you all around the world and show you how great this world is, and yeah, inspire, be myself, and change the world with you guys on it. So yeah, 0 followers, 0 plan. We're all in right now. I actually stopped playing soccer. That was the reason why I came to America. So, in order to understand that, you have to know that my whole life was basically based on one sport, which is soccer, football. That's how we call it. The real guys call it football. Everybody who's fake calls it soccer. Um, so you have to understand that where I'm coming from, everybody plays football, and it's all about being the best at what you do. So my whole life it was all about being the best at my position, which is being the goalkeeper. And I thought I succeeded for my whole life at doing that, and I came closer to the level that I wanted to reach, which was making millions and playing in sold out stadiums. Until I realized that it's not for me, not because I'm not good enough, but just because the constant competition and fight against each other just, to be honest, dude, burned me out. So we're here now. Um, we're here now. It took me a while to understand that it's not about glory and fame and money and all that. It's more about who you really want to be and who you really aspire and inspire. So for me, it's all about understanding myself, listen to my heart, and going and doing what I was supposed to do and what God wants me to do. And I believe you really see it in the instincts, right? I think everybody in our life we have a decision to make. I think the American word is decision that I'm trying to say. Everybody's trying to make a decision, and it either leads you further away from what you really want, or it brings you exactly where you want. And then some people, I've met many people that are actually doing something in their life which they don't really want to do, like working a 9 to 5. Some people love doing that, some people don't, and they still do it because they are kind of, how you say it in English? Um, yeah, they are. Dude, I have to get back and speaking English all the time now. It's gonna help a lot. Talking to the camera, talking to zero listeners and followers, except my boy Justin. So the guy who believed in me from day one. What I'm trying to say is, all in all, dude, I quit soccer because I just knew that if I don't go on a big stage where I can make millions and inspire people, it's not for me. And I played really well, but I played where you earn decent money and you play in front of a decent amount of crowd, and it just didn't give me the satisfaction that I want to. And for me, I always connected it with, okay, bro, one more step, I'm gonna be that guy. One more step, I'm gonna be the guy. Until I realized that you don't have to be anybody, bro. Like, you are literally the dream guy already. And once you start thinking like you're the dream guy, once you start acting and behaving like you that guy already, everything in your world will change. Your whole surrounding, your energy, your frequency you're on will change, and things will attract you. You know, I believe that things will come along your way. Doesn't mean you can't quit the work or something, but it still means that. We're back. But it means that but it basically just means that if you give it your all and you don't expect anything, you get and you don't expect anything, you get everything in return. So yeah, I couldn't be prouder of myself, and I think we're gonna have a lot of fun once I find my flow in speaking English and actually being fluid again. Yeah, so yeah, I was played Division 1 for everybody who's asking. I played Division 1 for a long time. I actually came to college playing JUCO and worked my way up playing D1. I was the captain at every year I played in, so every year, I mean, obviously you guys know you have 4 years. Some have 5 you have eligible year, but I have 4 years. And I came in as a JUCO freshman and left as a Division 1 senior. What is going on, bro? I think we're back, right? Sorry, guys. Yeah, so I came a long way in college. I worked my way up, became better, became bigger, became smarter, but yeah, I had the fun of my life, man. Everybody who went to college knows how much fun college is, but how further away it takes you from the real life, in my opinion. I think if you're in college, you live in an if you're in college, bro, you definitely live in an illusion. And everybody who doesn't think so doesn't know what he's saying, or he's going to an Ivy League where he has to study so much he has no time for college. But once you're in college, and why is my camera? Why is it doing that? We got some technical problems right here sometimes. Please, it's alright. It feels weird talking from the camera, to be honest, bro. I'm starting to mumble. I never mumble. Yeah. I will become a streamer, and I'm not gonna be. I will. I will. Dude. I will become a streamer. Not any streamer. I'll be the first ever streamer to travel around the world and stream everything, every hike, every vacation, every island I'm gonna hop on. I'm gonna stream every bit of it. I'm gonna take you through it all. I want you guys to experience and enjoy as much as possible all the cultures, all the places that I go to. For that, I'm gonna look for a team that supports me, that believes in me, and with that, I want to do something for the world, change the world, and be great and leave a legacy that me and all my followers, everybody that believes in me, can be proud of. So yeah, we're gonna start now and work for this with consistency. And yeah, so I will become a streamer, not any streamer. I'll be the first ever streamer to travel around the world and stream everything. I want you guys to understand and go with me through all the countries, live through the cultures, enjoy people, enjoy life, and meet all the friends I've made with soccer, with traveling, with moving places every year. through all my life, and I want you to meet every one of them. I want you to meet my boy in Colombia. I want you to meet my boy Yoshi in Japan. So I got friends everywhere, and I believe once you open your heart and you smile a lot and you enjoy life, you're gonna make so many friends. It's incredible because God just grants you many friends if you're being a nice person. So my goal as a streamer is to go out, inspire people, and actually show those guys who are not able to travel how beautiful this world actually is, and that one of the best things you can do after you graduate from your hometown is to actually leave. And I want to show everybody, and I want to show the guys that dude, I'm mumbling crazy. Hey, lock in trim. And I want to show everybody that can travel, that can maybe not afford it, or maybe has some circumstances like kids they have to take care of or work, how beautiful this world is, and that especially if you graduated and you just finished college and you never left your home country, that you maybe get inspired to leave your home country in order to find yourself. It helped me a lot traveling and changing the way I think about life. Why? Because every time you travel to a place, you become a new person, right? Because you can be who the frick you want and nobody's gonna take it personal because nobody knows you, right? So anytime you travel to a city, you can become a new version of yourself, and I think through that you can either find yourself or you can lose yourself. It goes both ways. To be honest, I don't really know what it did to me, but I know for one thing that it made me the person I am today, an extrovert who loves life, who loves people and cultures, and yeah, my mission is my mission as a streamer is to go out with you guys and have fun. I think that's what life really is about, having fun. That means we go to the bars in Nashville with my boys. We go to the beach in California. Why is it doing that all the time? Streamer. You and me. So we're gonna go all into places. So what are we gonna do here now? What can you expect? I'm gonna be streaming every day from now on. I'm gonna make it a mission, a life goal of mine to inspire and make you guys have the most fun in the stream that you could. I'm gonna try to be myself at every point. I'm not trying to fake something. So I'm gonna stream every. Dude, I feel so weird repeating myself, but I have to because it's not plainly. So whoever's watching this, I'm sorry, man. I gotta repeat it. I will become the first ever streamer to. I will become the first ever streamer to travel in every country. Here. I will be the first ever streamer that will be able. No. So I, Timoteo, will be the first ever streamer that is traveling to every country in which you are allowed to travel and capture everything, live stream everywhere as much as possible allowed, and give you guys literally complete documentation of the world, of the cultures, of the places that you guys don't see, maybe you guys only see in TV or don't even see at all. And I'm gonna give you documentation of each place of it, and I'm gonna take you with it, and I'm gonna live stream it. I'm gonna be myself at every point possible, and through that we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna crash at my boys' places in Santa Barbara, in California, Los Angeles. We're gonna fly up to the north in Canada. We're gonna go all the way to Colombia. We're gonna go all the way to Japan on the other side. I have my friends in Russia. I have my friends everywhere. So we're gonna make this as realistic and authentic as possible. So we're not gonna live in bougie restaurant. We're not gonna dine in bougie restaurants or live in bougie Oh my God, we're not gonna dine in bougie restaurants or live in crazy expensive ass hotels. We're gonna try to make it as authentic, sleep on my friends' couches, and travel the world together, and have much fun while doing it. So next week we're gonna start this journey actually by leaving my home country, Germany, which I love and I hate at the same time. It's really boring right now, even though Germany in the summer is pretty nice. I despise it in the winter, dude. If you ever come to Germany, you come for Christmas, that's fine because you have like the Christmas market. If you ever been to a Christmas market in America or anywhere else, it's nice. But if you come to Germany, I promise you it's life changing. But either way, um, I need to leave Germany as soon as possible and fly. We'll take the next flight on Monday next week um, to Los Angeles. I'm gonna meet with my boy Justin, who's gonna help me, support me, and then we're gonna go from there. Meet crazy people, go to crazy places, um, experience crazy stories together, and then see. Yeah, by the way, I have zero money, so we're not gonna do this funded or something. I'm gonna do this with the stuff I need, the stuff I like. If you know me, you know that I'm really big into fashion, into clothing. I have my own clothing brand, and I'm gonna keep doing that next to my travels. So I'm not gonna um, be a little. I can curse this room. I'm not gonna be a little idiot and quit on that. So I'm gonna take you guys with me, through building my personal brand next to traveling. I mean, I think this is building my personal brand right now already, but I'm gonna keep doing my clothing brand and take all that stuff that I like with me as possible, and then go to America, man, the country with the infinite possibilities. I'm gonna love it, man. It's gonna be amazing seeing all my boys there, traveling through it, and sharing my experience with you guys. So yeah, mark my words, I'm gonna be the first ever streamer that's gonna stream in every country that you can possibly travel to. And I'm gonna take you through it all. Yeah, so LA next week, zero money. LA is a big place in my heart, to be honest. LA has a really big place in my heart. Dude, you have to imagine. Dude, you have to imagine. So I went to LA the first time when I was 22 or 21, I believe, 21, and I played there for summer. So in soccer, during college seasons you can play summer league. So I went there through summer league, played there in a shitty team, in a really bad team. And the funny thing about it is, as always, every place I've been to, the team I wasn't qualified for the team. Sometimes I was too good, sometimes I was too bad. But the people I've met, dude, like, silly me forever doubting my decision because I did at some points. But the guys I've met been insane, dude. I'm telling you, and that's why I would actually tell everybody who can play a sport in college to do it, man. The people you meet, insane. Especially if you come from a European country, bro. You can't compare this to anything. So I've met many great friends in that summer in LA, and it was kind of weird because I came there and I lived in a house or in a small apartment in Brentwood. I remember that really clearly, and with two Bulgarian people, like old people, like kind of grandpas, like grams, like unks, and they were just trying to explain me how soccer works, and they were my coaches, right? Like I literally live with my coaches. Imagine that, dude. And every day I was just waking up at 8 a.m. and we had training at like 8:45, and like burning heat in like LA on the UCLA turf. And that's where, for example, I met Justin, one of my boys, but also many other friends, like Italian boys of mine. Everybody knows me, knows I have Italian background, so I kind of connected with them instantly. And it was funny because I met those guys and they treated me like family from the first day, and I treated them like family from the first day. So we became, best friends from the first second. And 8 a.m. every morning, I remember that clearly, dude. Going to training, UCLA, burning turf. If you've been to UCLA, you know I'm talking about. Training for an hour and 30. I remember first training, dude. I forgot my socks. I had to train barefoot in cleats, man. Um, I look at a really good training. So for me, bro, I was so superstitious. I actually thought about doing it again because I'm so superstitious in like soccer and like sports and everything. Like, bro, if I have a training before my first game, and the underwear I'm wearing and I'm saving crazy balls, I have to wear the same underwear in the game. I mean, obviously washed, but you feel me, like the same the same cotton, like the same pair of cotton. Um, so I went to LA, trained, dude. I remember one of my homies, Alex, old guy playing in summer league. I don't know why, but I like him a lot, and he was always. I mean, he had a dream and he worked for it, so I respect it a lot. And he picked me up in his, I think it was an Audi or Mercedes, like a cabrio small car. And then after that, we always went to get smoothies in LA. And bro, I was so shocked first time I come to LA because that smoothie was like $12, and it was the most normal thing in LA. And then after that, we just went back. I remember every time during the day I took a nap, bro, because it was so hot. And then I either went jogging, went to the beach, or saw my friends, saw my boys. So I had a great time in LA during the summers, and I came back every year. But also because two of my best friends, Zach and Alex, twins, funny guys, kind of like surfer guys, you know. I kind of like the vibe. You do anything besides surfing? No, that's those guys, you know, like Cody. Just let me be me. So that's those two guys, and they just surf every day, and cool guys, man. My boys from day one, and I've met them in boarding school when I was 14. Guys, get that. So when I was 14, I met them in a little boarding school in Germany, and I became best friends with them. And now to this day, we're best friends, and they live in Santa Barbara, and their whole life is surfing and living that local life. And every year I go to LA and I go to Santa Barbara, which is like an hour 30 north of LA, and I go with them and I surf. I mean, I try to surf, dude. If you ever surf, it's one of the hardest things you can do, in my opinion. And then I chill with them and play a lot of soccer because they're really good soccer players as well. They had the same dream as me, going professional, and then it sadly didn't work out, because it's only a few places, a few seats, to be honest, to get to that level where I want to be. So dude, that was crazy. I remember that. And then yeah, and I go every year, man. LA, I love it. There's an energy about LA that I really like. If you know the right people, I think LA is so fun. But if you don't know any people, LA is terrible, dude. Like, it's actually exhausting. Traffic, don't even get me started. Everything else exhausting. Yeah. Oh yeah, college. As I said, I worked my way up from playing JUCO to playing D1. Crazy experience. To be honest, man, college is not real, man. It's literally, bro. I love college because you can just zoom out. You can just be kid again, bro. Like, I promise you, college is the opposite of real life, man. Like, fire. I would love to do it again, all over again. Um, but before that, man, I played professionally in Germany. I played in the fourth division for a team. It's called Rot-Weiß Erfurt. That's how you pronounce it in German. If you pronounce it in American, you will probably say Erfurt. It's ERFURT, and it's a fourth division team in Germany, which is fourth division is still really high in Germany, and it's a huge city. It's like a city of like 200,000 people. So for Germany, it's pretty big. And I actually lived there from the age of 13. So, bro, you have to imagine. I lived there from the age of 13, and went to like a little boarding school. Then I went to the big boarding school of the good team, and then I played for the team, and I did my high school there. So in Germany, it's called Abitur, my A levels, and then dude, afterwards I went to the first team. Trained at the first team, bro. It was crazy, man. Training with a first team, like a team like that, like you have to imagine, bro. Like, that team is one of the biggest teams on the east side of Germany. I mean, if you have some knowledge, Germany was split in two sides, and they're on the east side. Why do I say that, bro? Because the mindset to this day, if you're from Germany, you know this, is still really different. So the mindset in the east side of Germany is completely different than in the west side. It's not as crazy as it was, obviously, but it's still there, right? So the east side is much more like conservative and like old thinking in any way. And I was in the middle of that all. I was playing soccer. I was playing football, bro, for the first team. I was a younger man. I was the youngin, and because the team was so traditional, but it had like money problems and everything. It went down the league, so I went down from the first league like 50 years ago to the fourth division. Bro, you have to imagine I played like my weekend was I didn't play a single second, but I was on the bench and I was warming up in front of like 20, 30,000 people coming every weekend. And but that was a dream, man. You know, I was 19, man. I didn't even know what stuff like how stuff works. Like I was making money playing soccer, playing in stadiums, and thinking I was the best player of all time, bro. Like literally. And I remember like if you know me playing soccer, there's one thing I can do really well, even though I'm a goalkeeper, is doing a bicycle kick. So if you play the ball from like outside, cross it in, I can do a perfect bike. And I remember doing bikes, bro, in front of like 40,000, no, not 40, but like 20,000 people. And it was during halftime break, so they probably were all getting beer and eating pretzels, bro. But to me, I thought it was the shit, bro. Like I literally thought I was the guy. So that was funny, man. And then I don't know why this camera sometimes disappears. I hope you guys still hear me, but sometimes this camera disappears. I don't know why. Now we're back. Maybe if I say something wrong. Yeah, bro. So that was that, man. And then I thought I was a guy, and then I got sent on loan, man. I remember that day so clearly. I was in the city. I was sitting there next to an ice cream shop, and my agent called me and was like, "Yeah, bro, we gotta go on loan." And I was like, "What you mean, bro? I'm the next. I'm the future." You know, like I was so cocky. I was like, I'm gonna be that guy. Like they don't give me a chance, and they were like, "Nah, not really." So you're gonna go on loan. So I went on loan to the fifth league, fifth division, bro. In Germany, fourth division, fifth division, it's a crazy difference. It's like NBA and like the G League, right? Like NBA is nice. That's the league that you want to be in. If you go to the G League, bro, nobody pays attention. Like you have to be insanely good to go to the NBA. Um, and that was that. But fifth division is amateur. Like fourth is professional, fifth is amateur. So I played there, bro. And then after every training, I remember the guys, they were all like retired, 35, 36 years old guys, bro. Such cool guys I've met, but they're all like punks, like starting families and stuff. So, bro, I remember that they were getting just like, bro, they were drinking beer after training, and I was like, bro, I was playing in front of 20,000 people 4 weeks ago, and now I'm here playing in front of five people and drinking beer after training. So that was one of the downfalls I had, bro, for sure. And then after that year, I was like, nah, I can't stay here. And then I went to America, and that's where the journey started. Yeah, I was not sure about going to America, but if I would have never done that, I would never been in that place right now, you know. And I can probably say that in my age, I'm probably one of the most well-traveled man I know, or probably in the whole world. And that's crazy that I say that, but I think I'm one of the most traveled guys in the whole world, based on the fact that both my parents, my dad they both work for Lufthansa, which is the biggest company for like how you say it, American Airways. Lufthansa is a German one of that. So they both work for them. So my biggest advantage in life is, bro, I get flights mad cheap, so I can fly anywhere, everywhere. It's called standby. Maybe you know that term, um, bro. So whenever you want to go somewhere, like you guys and me, you tell me where. So whenever we want to go somewhere, you and me guys, bro, I promise you guys tell me where we go when we're going. Like I'm not even kidding, bro. We're gonna do once I have some more fans, not only you, bro. Um, Once I have more fans and more followers, we're gonna do like a how you say in English, bro? We're gonna ask the people, and the majority of the people which chooses a place, we're gonna go there for sure, man. Like if you guys tell me, freaking bro, Buenos Aires, Argentina, we go tomorrow. I'm not even kidding. That's gonna be one of the lives we're gonna do. We're just gonna choose a place and then we're gonna go there. like not zero money, but you know, low cost money, like low cost money. Zero money if we know somebody there, which we will because we get to know people. Um, and then just go and travel, bro. See the places and take you everywhere with me. It's gonna be beautiful. It is gonna be beautiful, man. Oh, so I have a clothing brand. I told you guys, feel free to check it out. It's funny because my whole life, everything was a puzzle, and my clothing brand literally sums up completely me as a person, right? My clothing brand is called Street Mind Old Soul. Street Mind Old Soul, two parts. Called SMOS if you want to, say it shortly. Some call it SMOS. I prefer SMOS. It's literally the combination of two generations of two cultures that I grew up in. I grew up in Italian culture, grew up in the German culture, but then I went to America. So those cultures, they're all fluid in together. And out of that, bro, I started my clothing brand. So my clothing brand, we only have 3 articles out for now because I'm a broke ass college student. But once I have the money off, like I'm like the ideas in my head are crazy, bro. Like if you could see my hair right now. But what I'm trying to say is we're gonna make this a cultural clothing brand. You feel me? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have the Italian swag, the old money, right? So we call it old soul. So the old soul. We're gonna mix it with the American swag, the street mind, this one, and then connected with some of the German parts. The German parts is actually really interesting because German copies both ideas. So we're gonna keep doing that, and over the travels that we're gonna do together, I have my boy. I'm doing the brand together, and I will get inspired. I will get mad inspired, and once I see something somewhere in Morocco, for example, I was in Morocco 4 months ago, bro. One of the best trips I've ever done. I text my boy, and we're gonna create something. We're gonna create a piece of clothes that's more than just a piece of clothes. We're gonna create a statement. We're gonna create something from a culture. So that's actually the idea behind my brand. Bro, it's fire, man. Doing a clothing brand is nice. Once you're into style, into fashion, you probably thought about doing that. Okay, let's rephrase it. What's up, guys? My name is Timoteo. What's up, guys? My name is Timoteo, and I will be the first streamer to go with. What's up, guys? My name is Timoteo, and I'll be the first streamer to travel with you guys to every country that we want to. I don't care about what the country is going through, but if you're allowed to travel to that country, you and me, will go to that country, explore that country, get to know the people, not just the flashy life, but the people and the life behind the scenes. And the goal of this stream, of me as a person, and the stream with you guys, is to be inspired by the world, to see all that places that we know from movies, that we dream of, that we all envision to travel one day. And I'm gonna take you to those places together with me, and we're gonna have the most fun there and the most authentic life. And it's not about getting rich from this. It's about getting rich emotionally and spiritually from this, right? So we're not here to see me guys living in 5-star hotels. We're here to see me travel through Russia, right? Go to China, back to Singapore, all the way to South America, to North America. So we're here to actually explore the whole world together. and gonna make it as authentic and real as possible, bro. So it's not gonna be any fashy. I mean, obviously it's gonna be fresh as flip, but it's not gonna be any, you know, bloomy rich content. It's gonna be real rara traveling, seeing my boys all around the world, seeing my boys in bars, you know, staying close to the Lord, to my Savior Jesus Christ, and having the most fun while doing it. So you guys better be excited for that, man, because it's gonna be the most fun we're gonna have. Yeah, I'm stoked, bro. It's gonna be fun, man. Yeah, feel free to join and go watch me every time. And we're gonna see each other tomorrow, bro. And then after tomorrow, we're gonna see each other the day after tomorrow. And then starting next week, we're gonna start this and then starting next week, we're gonna start this mission called Traveling the World Together, you and me. Most authentic, real way, no BS, just you and me around the world. See you, my guys. God bless.